What's up, guys? Welcome back to Anime Last Stand. It's time for the new official updated tier list. Let's get it started. Before we do, though, remember we're on the road to 1 million subscribers, and we made a lot of progress since the last update. So make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you soon for the 1 million Robux giveaway. Also, big shout out to the entire tier list team. Let's get it started with the new units tier list. Now, you guys might wonder what is going on here, and that is Denji is the GOAT. All right, that's pretty much what you guys need to know. If you guys are playing the update and you want to get the new godly, go for Denji. Now, the problem with Denji is in order to get him, you're going to need to get every other Evo basically from the update. Now, we finally have another dark godly. If you guys don't know, they redid Sukuna, made him a fire godly. So now Denji is going to be a dark godly. Very interesting. Now, I will say I do like his starting damage. It's not too bad, and his SPA is pretty fast. And the thing about him is, guys, he is the GOAT bleed buffer. 30% damage to all bleed types DOT. Now, there's a lot of units that have bleed type DOTs, and I believe Sukuna, I forget if this one counts as a bleed type. But let's just say there's a lot of bleed units in the game, like Alucard. I don't know if Hemorrhage counts as a bleed. It might. It's complicated. Like, I'm not sure what all they mean by counting that, but if you guys know, comment down below. They might have clarified it somewhere else. All right, other units in the update, guys, according to the tier list, they recommend you guys get the Makima Evo. Now, I will be honest, Makima is also very easy to get comparatively to a lot of units. She is going to be another good fire type unit, and basically she evos from the old ultimate. If you guys want to get her, now her requirements are a little bit steep, but they're nothing too crazy, and I believe you do have to get her in order to get Denji. I'm trying to remember if I have Powers Evo on this account. Power. Oh, I do have Powers Evo. So Powers Evo is into True Blood Demon. It's going to be a fire type unit again, and yeah, we'll go over a little bit more on her later, but she's also recommended. Katana Man's kind of recommended. This guy's at the bottom. As far as support units go, there you go. Overall, there you go. All right, godly units, we'll go over those next. As far as where Denji is on the list, guys, let's just say Denji is basically up there with Gilgamesh. Now, people have been saying Denji's easier to get than Gilgamesh, so keep that in mind. That's probably why he's ranked a little bit lower. But what makes Denji very good is he is like a progressive king like Ichigo was, but he is a little bit worse overall in other things. But basically, he's the progressive mode GOAT godly officially, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, so this is what makes him special, guys. He's an excellent choice. He has cheap upgrades, good early DPS, and he has really good OP passives. That's why they put him at number 1. And overall, just a pretty OP unit. He just combos really well with anything bleed related. All right, first up we have Yuri. Yuri overall has some really nice DPS, and this really interesting passive where it swaps guns. I believe each of those is its own like attack type. All right, next up, guys, we have True Blood Demon. You're going to see, guys, she has some great bleed. You really want to combo her with Denji. And she has this blood weapons ability. So she cycles through different weapons where you get different effects. Now, this combos really well with Denji, guys. So you might want to consider that. And honestly, she's not even that hard to get. She also has kind of like a nuke type thing. 5x current bleed, so it's like a mini nuke, which isn't too bad as well. And overall, guys, her stats are really high damage. And remember, you have to add double. It's pretty good. All right, definitely one of the better units this update. Now, this is max mythical stats from Otaku's video. All right, Katana Man. He's also decent as well. Another fire type. He does have bleed. So, again, all these units could combo well with Denji. And his damage is very high. Overall, pretty decent stats. Let's see if they showed his passives. All right, so his passives is Demon's Bleed is stronger than normal bleed with a 1.7x multiplier every 6 seconds. Each time he attacks, he increases his DOT damage by 5%. I don't know why that's kind of a weird thing. If he attacks on enemy, a source of bleed. Oh, okay. So basically, if the unit is already afflicted, he can increase his DOT by 25% more. So basically, his bleed is extra powerful, which is pretty cool. And he is a hybrid unit, and he's only a celestial. Wow. All right, this guy is pretty cool. While his damage is pretty decent with his fast SPA, not bad at all. AoE kind of sucks. What makes him special is he can like insta kill people. I don't know if this counts for bosses though. It doesn't say. I assume it doesn't, but that's pretty nice. All right, Makima. She has some really pretty crazy stats right here. Really good overall stats, and she has instantly killed 10 bosses, which is pretty wild. Every 10 attacks deal 5x damage to enemies in range. Basically, she becomes dang near a full AoE unit, which is pretty sick. Now, Rose Bomb Demon, the cool thing about it is has this bomb passive, which is kind of uncommon. There's only a couple other units that have it in the game. And basically can self-destruct as well, which is like a nuke type ability. Pretty cool, which does more damage for every enemy in range. And they have Unstable, which is a 25% of this unit's damage to be able to kill enemies in a 50 range radius upon enemy's death. So kind of like a chain explosion type of thing. And I believe this is the, I want to say the Battle Pass unit, or maybe it's the Infinity Capsule unit. Overall, a lot of cool passives. Some summoning, which is pretty sweet. Let me see if it actually shows the summoning. Yeah, basically it's a summoner unit, which is pretty cool. So there's not a lot of summoners in the game. This one's more of another cool summoner with some crazy stats as well. Honestly, all of these Chainsaw Man units are really good. So definitely highly recommend you guys go for them. They're pretty much better than almost any unit on there. So let's go over here with the Infinite Mode tier list first. Now, as far as what's changed on this tier list, you're going to see that there's a lot of more of the Chainsaw Man units. So Benji or Denji is now on top of the dark. Again, they did remove, they made this guy fire. Makima, also very good as well. Funnily enough, Escanor is kind of torched right now. Literally every unit in this update is better than Escanor, which is freaking crazy. Katana Man is only Celestial, so he's not quite up there. And Shinra is down bad too, which is quite interesting. Shinra is still good for water though. It looks like the water units have not gotten a lot of love. There is 2 godlies, I guess 2.5 godlies, but still. Nature units, I don't think we had any nature units this update. Nukes, Makima did slide on there as one of the better nukes in the game, which is pretty cool. Sub meta, I don't know if any, yeah, none of these units made the sub meta. We have Denji's now in the meta, as well as Makima, and of course Angel from the last update. So those are the changes for Infinite Mode, right? Changes for progressive tier list. I don't know who's tripping balls here, but somehow Denji is overall 3 here, but he was number 1 in the godly tier list. Don't know what's going on there, but okay. Denji is very good now. Of course, none of the other new units though made it to the meta. Early game power is recommended. Support units, Denji guys, of course, with the bleed supports. Dark units, gotta go with Denji. I don't think any of the other new units are there. Water units, it looks like the new unit slid on there. Himana, can't pronounce it. Not sure what the actual name is. That's the copyright name. Slid on there to the water list. So TLDR guys, I definitely recommend going for these new units. I think every single one of them has some pretty cool use cases and definitely worth it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. I just want to give away this 1 million Robux, man. It's about time.